Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for you and your healing. So we're going to be asking Spirit, what are the areas of your life that need healing right now? Looking at some of the things, the challenges you've been struggling with right now. Maybe some of you have been feeling stuck or just really not yourself. And this reading is for guidance, advice, and messages from Spirit. In regards to you feeling better, you feeling unstuck, and just you feeling more like yourself and at peace. Before we get started, so for some of you who are dealing with some more challenging issues regarding emotional and mental health, just keep in mind that part of this might be messages to, seek some kind of guidance here in the 3D world. So whether that's talking to a friend, a mentor, a life coach, a counselor, anything like that, there's never anything wrong with asking for help. I've, sought counseling in my life as well. And it's always helpful to get some feedback and to, really take care of your emotional, mental health in that way. Same thing goes for physical health. It might be time to reach out if you are struggling with some health issues. Okay, so these are just some friendly reminders before we get started with the reading. We have the 4 groups today, and these are each some nice multicolored choices here. I know it's been a very tough energy lately. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you click on this video, it's whenever you were meant to hear this message. But this has been a very challenging energy lately for me and for everyone else. So I thought I would do this video because a lot of us have been feeling very drained. Okay, so I wanted to extend some healing and some light today for you guys. So we have here group number 1, and this is the Angel Aura Quartz. And then we have group number 2, which is the abalone shell. And we have group number 3, which is the chakra pendant. And then we have group number 4, which is titanium aura quartz. All right, so just take a deep breath and go with whatever your gut is telling you feels right. Okay, so again, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. The timestamps will be in the description and in the comments. And make your selection, and I will see you at your reading. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everyone who chose the Angel Aura Quartz, which is right over here. So yes, we're going to be taking a look at some of the things that you've been struggling with, areas that need healing right now, asking for advice and messages from Spirit in regards to your healing, your peace, and you moving forward and feeling like yourself again. Okay, so it's whatever messages are meant to find you right now, group 1. So let's shuffle a little bit. Okay, so Spirit, what does group 1 need to heal? What are some messages and guidance for their healing? What are some, please, Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group number 1 and their healing, please. Group number 1 and their healing, please. Okay, so I think what I'm feeling called to check out first is not what needs to be healed, but pretty much what you've been struggling with lately. Okay, group 1. So let's take a look at that. So Spirit, can you please let us know? Please provide us with messages about group 1. What has group 1 been struggling with lately? What are their challenges, their struggles, or their wounds right now? So Spirit, can you please let us know for group 1? What are their struggles right now? So we had this card pop out immediately. So you have Justice. Wow. That's pretty strong. You also have the Eight of Pentacles. And you have the World. Okay. You've been really working on balance. For a small number of you, this might actually be literally something with the legal system. If that's not resonating for your situation, then it's definitely something that you've been fighting for balance. You've been working extremely hard on your own emotional or life balance at this time. You may have been working hard on different areas. Some of you, it's been work. Some of you, it's been emotional health or physical health, or maybe relationships, but you've been really working hard at your balancing, and you do feel that this is going to be your sense of fulfillment. So, I mean, this has been a struggle for you in a sense that it's really been on your mind. It's been taking a lot of your energy and a lot of your focus, right? So let's keep pulling out more. So, Spirit, what is group 1 struggling with now? What are their challenges, struggles? Group 1, what is the challenge and struggle? Group 1's challenges and struggle. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot. That's really, that's insane. Give me a second here. So we had some cards fall out over here. All right, this is, holy crap. You're torn between 2 lovers. This is insane, you guys. I've never seen this kind of matchup before. Look, you'll see what I mean. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Whew, look at that. You have a king and a king with a lovers and the other version of the lovers. Isn't that insane? I can't even believe that just popped out like that. That is such a loud and clear message. I didn't even have to take a second to look at it. You're torn between 2 lovers. So you have, both of them feel equally like a soulmate connection. They very well both could be as well. Not just that it feels that way. You have a King of Swords, a King of Cups. This is kind of opposite energies that you're dealing with. So whatever is the person for the King of Swords, this is a masculine, they're both masculine energies, but they're not gender specific. So the King of Swords, is an energy of logic and structure and truth, honesty, and just being very direct and straight to the point. Whereas the King of Cups is the total opposite. It's this, you know, that watery, fluid, emotional energy where this this king is really more about the romance of things, the poetry of things. Like I said, the emotional aspect, the ups and downs, being more feeling rather than just truth and logic, right? Opposite brains. So it's kind of like how they say there's a logic brain and a creative brain. It's kind of like that. So you're dealing with 2 equally strong soulmate connections. I can't believe that this popped up. So the fact that this is, I asked what you're struggling with. So, I mean, that actually makes sense why you have this over here. I told you about balance, and you see the Justice has the balance scales. That's really interesting. You feel that one of these people, I mean, it could be both at this point. You feel that it's gonna lead you to this fulfillment, and you know this. You have spent so much time thinking about these 2 connections here. I am torn for you. I don't even know which one seems stronger right now. It kind of, in a sense, seems like both of these connections fulfill you, and that's probably why this World card came up, but under the circumstance of struggle. That's the context that I asked about. And it's almost like it feels like you're equally in love with both of these energies here. And they even look similar. They even look similar. They're both wearing blue. They have the crowns. They're just sitting there so, you know, in their mature, quiet energy. It's really funny. You would think that they were brothers or something. So then you have a whole bunch of cards over here that came up. Okay, so you have the Ace of Wands, so a beginning of something passionate, right? You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Knight, yeah, a whole bunch of cards. The Knight of Pentacles. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the, that's funny, you have the Seven of Cups. You have the Hermit. And you have the Six of Pentacles. So I said this was funny because this is the card of having a lot of options. You definitely have a lot of options, right? Interesting, very interesting. And then you have another, what do you call it? This is another theme of balance. You see there's other scales in the image, okay? So that giving and receiving. This is just so interesting. This has caused you a lot of sleepless nights. I'm definitely going to get some clarifiers as to what, you know, what is really going on in the connection beneath the surface, because this is what's going on the surface. I just keep going back to this Justice card, that you've been really, really focusing, zeroing in on a sense of balance in your life. Okay, so over here you have, let's see. So yeah, so the Hermit card came up. I feel that you've been a bit clouded, okay? You've wanted to look inward. You've wanted to do some soul searching, perhaps to see what it is that you really want. Maybe not even of these two energies or connections. Maybe you're seeking what you want truly from within yourself, and the two energies have definitely been a distraction for you. Could be that, right? So we have this is an interesting energy here. So we have the Five of Swords, and I'm wondering, I'm going to clarify that, but I'm wondering why the Five of Swords is coming up. It could be because someone in the connection is not revealing their true feelings. It could be you, it could be one of your people. And that might be what's causing that confusion and that anxiety. We'll clarify though. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Pentacles, right? So this could be that you're struggling to have that stability, because this was, remember, the struggle category. So I feel that you're kind of struggling to launch a new beginning with that Passion card that I was mentioning with the Ace of Wands. That could be part of it. And you want this abundance. You want that stable movement, but there's something that is kind of holding you back. There's something in the way, okay? And we're going to find out what that is. Very interesting start. Wow. All right. So let us get a different deck, okay? I'm going to start off with that Five of Swords. That interests me a lot. Okay, so let's shuffle. But I just think that was such a cool way to start the reading. You know, I never seen that ever. Okay, so let's shuffle. Hold on. This is for group 1. Okay, so for group 1, please. Oops. Okay. So the card that actually, I'm not pulling it right now, but the card that tried to slip out was this card, the 10 of Cups, which is a card for a happy family. So that's super interesting that tried to pop out there. So Spirit, Spirit, can you please clarify for us the Five of Swords? So Spirit, why is the Five of Swords here? Sorry, my cards were bent. Why is the Five of Swords here, Spirit? The Five of Swords. Please clarify. I think that's a lot, actually. Oh my, wow. You have a lot going on. You have quite a bit going on. All right, so I think this is kind of funny, but I'm not going to read too much into this. The King of Wands popped up. I thought it was going to be funny if you had a third king, but this might be referring to you. So let's take a look, okay? So you have, I asked about the Five of Swords. So a bunch of cards again came up. It's a theme. You have another strong energy here. So we have the Emperor. Okay, we have another Justice card. Wow. Whew. Okay. We have a Page of Pentacles. And over here, remember, we had the Knight and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Oh my God. What? We have another King of Cups? This is crazy. This is crazy strong energy. We have a Chariot. We have the Eight of Wands. And this was all because of one card. I think it's basically going to tell us about this entire reading. We have the Ten of Wands. Another King of Swords? I am dying right now. Get out. This is crazy. And then another Knight of Pentacles. All right. This is insane. Okay. What is happening? You have a giant family that is showing up in your reading. This is insane. All right. Let me just absorb this for a second. You have a bunch of human energies coming up. It's people that you're in love with. It's you. It's people that you're involved with. It could be, you know, family. It could be friends, coworkers. But there's a lot of people coming up in your reading. Oh my God. So let's match some of these, okay? So we have two Justice cards. We have two King of Cups. We have two King of Swords. Oh my God, I cannot. And two Knight of Pentacles. That's so cool. Like, I can't. So I'm going to emphasize again that you are really fighting for balance in your life. I can't, with the duplicates, that kills me every time. Okay? The incredibly strong King of Swords, remember, with that soulmate card, and then with the two King of Cups, with the Lovers card, okay? And then here with the two Knights of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like that is kind of saying that, and I feel like you're equally in love with these two people. I don't even know what to do with that, because that's kind of rare. It's a little rare to have two equally felt soulmates at the same time. Oh my God, okay. So remember, you do have the King of Wands over here. You have this is powerful stuff. Look at that. The Emperor and the Chariot. Two cards of incredibly strong will, determination, and movement and structure. The Queen of Swords is another strong one, but I'm going to look into that in a second. So the King of Wands is another strong leadership type. Let me see. Like, this is nuts. So you have a pentacle family over here, almost the whole. Where's the? No, we don't have the King of Pentacles, but we have the Page, we have the two Knights, and we have the Queen. Something's missing. So ironically, even though that's the one that didn't come up, you feel like your king, you know, that higher energy, the highest maturity energy of your suit is missing. And then we have this going on over here. You also have, so let's not forget these over here. So I feel like this wasn't even really only, well, I think that the way that all of these cards is clarifying the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Oh, okay, right. So I was getting confused for a second with the Seven. So the Five of Swords is that card of just sort of like that conflict or winning at all costs, or sort of it is kind of like an imbalance card, because the fives in the tarot are all about conflict and instability and change. So that makes perfect sense with what's going on over here. You have a painful ending somewhere within the energies with this Ten of Swords. Okay. I feel that I'm actually going to clarify that, because I don't want to. That one seems very important. Let me hold on to that for a second. But you have some, you might have some information coming, or you might have some fast movement coming with this Eight of Wands here. I think that something in the connection is moving towards you, or you are moving towards something or someone with the Chariot. Okay, I'm going to use a third deck just to clarify some of these down here, clarify our clarifiers. But you're definitely, so the energy that's going on here, a lot going on in regards to your sense of fulfillment. Remember, we have the World card. A lot of trying to balance out your emotions, trying to balance out your attention, your love, your deep soul connection to these two energies here. It's just so much right now, and it is weighing on you. It's completely weighing on you. Let me get a third deck over here for some of these cards down here. Okay, so Spirit, what else for group number 1? What is the advice? What do they have to heal? Group number 1, what do they have to heal? Please, Spirit. It's just so much on your plate that these cards are like dying to come out. They're just completely spilling out, right? And they almost did. See, look at that. Group number 1, what do they have to heal, Spirit? What do they have to heal? Okay. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 4 of Wands. I feel like that might be part of that movement and that action that we were talking about before. We also have the 4 of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have another Emperor card. The Emperor card, see? Okay, so someone in your connection, whether it's you or your other energies, is wanting to take some action, is strongly wanting to take action. And it probably has to do with this over here. This can be a card for marriage. It can be a card for family. It can be, you know, just for joy and harmony and just wanting to get back into balance again. Okay. So someone in the connection, someone involved here, again, it could be you, it could be your people, is rejecting or turning away from some kind of offering or from some kind of progress within the connections, some kind of completion. Okay. I'm going to clarify the King of Wands. Spirit, can you please clarify the King of Wands? The King of Wands. My God, look at this. I can't believe the strength of your cards. It's insane. All right, so yeah, you got 2 cards in a row in regards to moving on from something. Okay, so the King of Wands, we have the 6 of Swords, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 6 of Wands. There's so many cards for you guys. I am blown away by this. So, I mean, I can heavily sense your energy of confusion and being completely overwhelmed. I am tired with you on this one. Look at this card. It's a card of, you know, perseverance, but being totally worn from all of the battles. And this has felt like a battle with all of with the Chariot, with the 6 of Wands. Like, so, I mean, the battle, but it's that you were or are, or will be, I should say, successful in it, but there's just so much going on here. Okay. Someone in the connection had changed their mind about something, or rather, with the Hanged Man, I have a feeling that actually this might have been someone letting go of control. So I feel that the Hanged Man does have to do with you. I feel that the energy of the Emperor, this actually might be representing you. I feel that you have, part of the struggle is that you haven't been able to tap into your true feelings because of wanting to control for the situation, or not being controlling, but really wanting things to somehow work out. But this has caused a lot of stress because this is something that is, it's really not something that you can control, but you've wanted to. Yeah, you've wanted to take that fast action, that fast movement. All the other cards, it's like they're all just kind of getting buried. So we'll pull out some written messages, okay? So in regards to your healing, this told us plenty about your struggle right now, okay? There's very little room for yourself. There's very little room for your passions, for your goals, for your dreams. Because all of this that's been going on with the two energies and with everybody else and with all of the feelings of conflict in your life, where have your own goals and your dreams gone? Which is why you have, so the soul searching card, and then remember the Nine of Swords, okay? So it's been very stressful. This is you in your element, the Queen of Pentacles, like feeling stable and feeling abundant, but you haven't been able to feel that way. There's been this lack of balance. There's been this imbalance, pretty much, right? Been a complete imbalance with the two Justice cards and with the Six of Pentacles, okay, being in like that struggle context. Okay, so this over here, the Ten of Swords, I feel like there has to be some kind of an ending to something. That could mean anything. It could mean the end of one or both of relationships. It could mean the end of trying to control for outcomes, which only makes you anxious. It could mean just kind of surrendering all of this. It could mean that. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to mean that you have to kill a connection. It just means that you have to let go of the control that is associated with it, which means let go of the fear. Let go of the fear, let go of the what ifs, let go of the anxiety related to these connections and these circumstances, because beyond our own free will, what can we really control, right? So, you know, the advice is pretty simple. It's just do the right thing, you know, be honest, like this Queen of Swords. Be honest and be moral and, you know, act out of selflessness and not out of selfishness or wanting to have the cake and eat it too kind of mentality, right? But just come into your power, come into your truth. And that means that you have to let go of the idea of controlling for destiny, okay? There is nothing to be tossing and turning about if you know how to let go of that control for outcomes. None of us can control anything, okay? So the ending of some kind of a cycle of negative, that negative spiraling, it needs to stop, okay? So we have the Four of Cups. I feel that the answers are right in front of you or trying to be offered to you through spirit, your guides, or just in your intuition. But because of the fear of trying to control for outcomes and just like being anxious about how things will work out or, you know, what's going to happen next, you are unable to receive that help, okay? Everything has a way of balancing itself out. But what I do recommend and what Spirit is pointing at is, more than anything else, is to look inward, okay? Look inward or take it up with yourself, as I say sometimes, and kind of remove yourself from the chaos of your life, the circumstances. Remove yourself from the world for a moment or for a short amount of time, whatever you need to do. And come back into that energy of your true self before all of the drama, before all of the questions, before all of the imbalance. And tap into your own sense of prosperity and abundance within just you, because that is you in your element, right? You're the Queen of Pentacles and you're the Queen of Swords. You're a powerful energy, right? And not to mention the two emperors, okay? So you have a lot going for you. You're a very, very strong, structured, logical, abundant energy. This is you. And this is also for you, the world. You are entirely capable of reaching your sense of wholeness and completion, even without those other energies and all of this mess, like literally a mess. Okay? You're capable of all of that, of your wholeness without all of that. I'm not downplaying or minimizing the feelings here. All I'm saying is that you are whole and complete even without any of that stuff. And the quicker that you accept that and accept these gifts and let that cycle end and come back into your soul searching, right? See the Hanged Man? And looking at things differently, the sooner you will feel that sense of completion and power again, and then justice and balance will be restored. Okay? So that's the energies. That's the advice from Spirit, and that's what we're looking at. I am, excuse me if I'm very sluggish right now, but I'm super tired. But these messages are still coming through very strongly. There has to be that ending. You have to kind of walk away and move on, move forward from all of this stuff. Okay? And then you will ultimately have your wish fulfillment, like I said. So if you can really kind of convince yourself, I am whole and complete exactly as I am, by myself, with all of my creative talents, with all of my wisdom, my intelligence, my leadership. Remember, with the King of Wands, okay? This is really a lot. You're a good balance of energies with the masculine, the feminine, the logic, the abundant, the passion. It's a lot. No wonder you have two really strong love connections in your life. Okay, so stand in your power. You are this leader. You are this strong persona. And like I said, let the cycle end. Look inward. Go back into yourself and your wholeness. And everything will unfold exactly as it is meant to. There is no need to fight for control. There is no need to worry about what ifs and tomorrows and everything. Have a bit more faith in Spirit. Have more faith than you ever had before. That's actually something I've been telling myself lately, and it's really helped. Okay, you need more faith now than you ever had before, and the rewards will be there. Have that trust, have that faith, and let go. Let go of everything else. And as the Hanged Man advises, surrender. Just surrender. Okay? So let's pull out some written messages for you. Let me grab them over here. Just for some final little bits of advice. Try not to blow out my candle. Okay, so Spirit, what is the advice for group number 1? What is the advice for group number 1? Group number 1. Spirit advice for group number 1. Advice for group number 1, Spirit. Whoa, not this. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, so we have the card Turmoil. Let me pull out one more. So yeah, I didn't realize because that is a strong word, but I can definitely see that some of you are really going through the inner turmoil. Don't worry, it's not actually turmoil in regards to the situation in your life. I mean, it might feel that way, yes, but part of the advice is that try, not to label it as that. It just feels like it, but it just, is an illusion of turmoil. It feels like chaos and turmoil inside. But if you take a step back from it, if you take an objective look at it, you're going to see that it's not what it doesn't match that feeling, okay? Okay, so Spirit, what else? All right, so we also we also had pop up for you signs and harmony. Okay? So the signs are there. The signs are in your face. You've been most likely ignoring them because of this energy I mentioned over here with blocking off gifts. Part of the gifts that you've been receiving are signs. So it could be anything under the sun. It could be like little coincidences, little things that come into synchrony. It could be, you know, I've gotten even song lyrics or someone's name or whatever. So the signs have been coming through to you for something in your situation right now, or just in regards to your own spiritual guidance, right? So the guides are around you all the time. The divine interferes all the time, and it comes through in signs and symbolism. So it's been around you. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that, or kind of think back, okay? Don't ignore it. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but it's there. And it's only meant to help you. It's only meant to guide you. And then we have the lovely harmony card. Okay? So there is going to be this harmony, like I said before with this. If you take this advice from Spirit, and if you just, you know, really come into your power by taking all these steps, you're going to find that harmony again. Remember, harmony and balance is pretty much that same thing. This justice, this balance will be restored. Okay? Whew. That was a lot of energy. It's funny that it started off with the first group, and I'm so tired as it is that I'm like super drained right now. But it's always worth it. I've been dying to read again after this whole week. Okay, so group number 1, that is what I have for you. I really hope that this helped, that this resonated. If it didn't, then you might need to choose a different group. Okay, so that was the advice from Spirit. You know, good luck with everything in your situation, and I hope that this helped and that you'll get to that sense of balance and harmony very soon. Okay, group number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Please comment and let me know what's going on with you. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for those of you who picked group number 2, which is the abalone shell over here. So we're going to take a look at your energies, what needs healing at this time, what you've been struggling with, maybe some, challenges or wounds that you're struggling with right now. So let's shuffle first for group 2. For group 2, Spirit, please. For group 2, and group 2 is healing, their challenges and struggles. Group 2 and their healing and struggles. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's take a look. So let's see. I'll just ask that main question, see what comes up. So Spirit, what does group 2 need to heal right now? What are they struggling with, and what are they needing to heal? Spirit, what is group 2 struggling with right now? What needs healing for group 2? What needs healing, Spirit? Okay, I'm not sure about these. Let me just double check, okay? So we had 2 that flipped. Spirit, what does group 2 need healing? What needs healing for group 2, please, Spirit? What needs healing for group 2? What needs healing for group 2, Spirit? Okay. All right. So, wow, a similar thing just happened now as my last group. I guess this just means people need a lot of healing because the cards are just spilling out tonight. And forgive me if I seem kind of droopy, but I'm very, very tired, which is why I did want to do this tonight, because we all need the healing. We really do. Oh, wow. Very strong start. We have the Death card. So you're in the ending of a cycle, my friends. You're in the ending of a spiritual cycle. Okay? So no wonder you're needing healing. You've been exhausted from all of this spiritual transformation. Okay, super powerful. Okay, the Page of Wands. We might have a new beginning of something creative, passionate, spiritual. Like I said, let's take a look at what else is coming up. All right, we have oh my gosh. We have the 10 of Wands and the Tower right next to each other. We have the Strength. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Moon, the High Priestess, and the 3 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This is such a powerful night right now. Some crazy transformation is happening for you right now, or will happen, with this Tower card. Look at this Tower card. Look at that, like, heed that warning, okay? And with the Death card. But it's okay, because of this. You have a lot of strength and you have a lot of stuff guiding you right now. You feel like a little bit lost and confused and in the fog, but there is absolutely nothing to worry about with the Strength card having your back, as well as the High Priestess energy. You are divinely guided. You are protected. You have strong intuition. So please take that advice from Spirit that never go back on your intuition. Never doubt your intuition. I'm strongly emphasizing this because, and I wouldn't normally emphasize it this strongly, but with this Moon card, you have been unable to gain clarity from the fog. You have gotten lost more times than you can count. And most of the time, if not all of those times, it was because of not trusting your intuition, okay? Your spiritual sense and your wisdom is your strength, and you have that inner calm and that ability to I'm getting that kind of strength that comes from being a kind leader. I'm getting that from you guys. And every time that you've been led astray or have not felt happy or have felt stuck has been because you've been denying your true nature, okay? Because of self-doubt, because of other people bringing you down, because of just your own inner sense of confusion caused by forcing something or by not embracing truth in yourself. Okay, it has caused a lot of issues for you. But this cycle with the Death and the Tower and with the 10 of Wands, you see, this is the ending card. The 10 is the ending of that cycle. And then right after that, you have the page. So yeah, you're right in the middle of this energy, okay? You're right in the middle of the energy of the ending of that cycle. So that's great. Whew. I'm relieved to hear that. You're still longing for something, though. You're still, with this 5 of Cups, you're still distressed about something from the past, something in regards to regret, something in regards to something that you lost. This could be a connection, this could be a situation, it could be, you know, anything. But you're longing for something. You're kind of like grieving for something. I'll probably get a clarifier, yes, because it's like the only kind of card that doesn't it doesn't match in the powerful energies. Let's not forget the 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify that because sometimes that can be a little confusing. But there's this kind of little nub on the end here that has to do with either, it can mean something having to do with a third party. It can mean simply collaboration, teamwork, effort, something like that. So let's get some clarifiers. But this is an incredibly powerful start. Super powerful. So you are this higher spiritual being. I can say that without hesitation for you guys in group 2, okay? So let's pull out some more. Let's check out the 5 of Cups, and then I'll check out a couple others. Okay, so for group 2, Spirit, please clarify. This is for group 2, Spirit. For group 2, and their healing. Whoa. That is weird because that happened in my last reading as well. And I think it can give us a clue of what's going on in the overall energy. Okay. Okay, so the card that tried to fall out, I'm not going to use this, but the card that tried to fall out was this 6 of Wands. Okay. So the 6 of Wands, I think that you're... Since this is the context of like the struggling and stuff like that, I feel like you're completely, what is the good word? I feel like you're completely stifling or dampening your own sense of success. Okay, so that does fit in with what we were talking about. Okay, so let's pull out some clarifiers, like I said. All right, so Spirit, can you please clarify the 5 of Cups? Spirit, why is the 5 of Cups here? The 5 of Cups, please. This is something that you really haven't wanted to talk about, okay? Or like deal with, I should say. 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups here? Why is the 5 of Cups here, Spirit? Please tell us why the 5 of Cups is here. Please tell us why the 5 of Cups is here. I feel like you've buried this, okay? This is, okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is why you've been stifling your own success. It has something to do with that. Spirit, can you please tell us why the 5 of Cups is here? Okay, a king came up. Let's find out. The 5 of Cups. Why is the 5 of Cups? Whoa. All right, now we're talking. Now we're spilling. So when it comes to the energy of the King of Swords, you feel a sense of loss. This could have been a connection. And not for all of you, but for some of you, maybe most of you, it could have been that King of Swords energy. So again, it doesn't always have to be a person, but when it comes to that, you feel that sense of loss, regret, or grieving. So let's take a look more. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Death card again. Oh, when the duplicates come out, it's like such a loud and clear message. Okay, there it is. We have the Lover's card. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Star, and we have the 3 of Wands. Okay, yeah, it was because of a connection. Okay, you have the Lover's card, and you have the Death card. So that's what it is, all right? I feel that you've been not addressing your true feelings in regards to the feelings of loss, regret, pain, grief that had to do with that connection. That sucks. Definitely understand and relate on that level. So we have, okay, so the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay. You guys weren't a match though, okay? Energies are telling me that, but also because of the obvious. You have a King of Swords and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like that the both of you wanted different things. I'm not sure if some of you were in a relationship and others of you, it didn't get a chance to get that far. You wanted different things. You weren't on the same page. You weren't matching. It was like two puzzle pieces that didn't really fit, right? But of course, you know, it's a painful ending. Nobody really wants to look at that in the face and accept that. It's hard, right? And this was part of your wish fulfillment. This was part of it. But the good news is that if it didn't work out, it's a good thing, because that true wish fulfillment, it's just leaving room for that to actually come into your life. The Star card is a very serious card of gaining that actual happiness, of that wish, that hopefulness. It's a very powerful energy. And you are the High Priestess in strength. You were really fighting your intuition. That's you know, that's something that all of us do. But for you in particular, someone that's so spiritually powerful, for you to fight your intuition, it really took a toll on you. It really steered things into the wrong direction because of that, okay? So I'm not sure if the other person was kind of like persuading you, or if you were lying to yourself. It could have been, you know, either one or both, but you were definitely not able to see that clearly, which is again why we have that Moon card there, okay? All right, let me clarify the Three of Pentacles for you, okay? So Spirit, can you please tell us why the Three of Pentacles is here? Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles here? The Page of Pentacles came up. Let's get another one. Let's see here. So heavy Pentacles energy, or we have both? No. So why is the Three of Pentacles here, Spirit? Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles? Okay, that's insane how many cards just came up. Okay. But it's going to give us a story here. The card that came up front was the Devil card, okay? Uh-oh. All right, so this is a lot. Hold on. Okay, we have another Moon card. Boy, a lot of confusion, a lot of fear, a lot of feeling trapped with these, you know, illusions of being trapped. They're not actually, you know, real trapped. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, so feeling very, very confused in regards to the Ace of Cups. Sorry, in regards to the of a new connection. I don't know. Let me get, because I had a feeling that for some of you with the whole thing, there probably was a third party situation with your King's energy, right? That could have been that could have been a part of it for some of you with this Devil energy. Someone in the connection was super like either like addicted, fixated, spiraling in regards to the connection. Someone here, okay? So, okay. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. A lot of conflict there. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. Such a mess of cards. We have the Knight of Swords. So this has been really, really weighing on you. It's been, oh my goodness. It's been so distracting for you. You can't think straight. You can't see straight. Especially with the two Moon cards. Remember, it's not just about the past connection. This part of your confusion, your struggle, your challenges have been more about you denying your true self and denying your true path and your true strength, your spiritual wisdom. I feel like all of this other crap it forced you back down into the 3D world where everything is just so trivial again, but that's not what you really care about. That's not who you really are. You're a much more powerful energy than that, right? So let's see what else. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have also another Lover's version card. We have with the Two of Cups here. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on here. Okay. We're going to get some written messages too later on from Spirit. Just like some keywords actually. Okay, so much conflict, so much fighting, feeling tired, feeling unable to expand. Okay. With the Three of Wands over here. Okay, so in regards to, yeah, I mean, nothing that scandalous was coming up in regards to like the Three of Pentacles. So some of you, it might have been that, but others of you, it might have just been, things just didn't match. Maybe it was more of like a friend type of a situation and it just didn't work out, but you had underlying feelings of love towards this person. Sometimes roles can be reversed though, so there's a possibility, you know, it might be switched, but it makes more sense to me that it's you. So you wanted this beginning of passion and love. See, with the two aces. Okay, you wanted that, but it didn't happen in the way that you wanted or planned. Okay, a lot of internal conflict here with the Five of Wands and the Devil. A lot of rumination. Okay, a lot of thinking and just keeping it all into yourself and wanting to, a lot of feeling trapped by it, like I said. With the two moon cards, a lot of confusion on your part. Okay, you're thinking hard about that wish fulfillment with the Star and the Nine of Cups. You want this so badly, but the problem is that as much as we try to force these things, if it's not a match made in heaven, if it's not divine, if it's not a fated connection, the more that we try to force that together, the more that we're going to feel that sense of exhaustion. Okay? So remember, we had the two Death cards. I feel that you are going through a spiritual transformation inwardly that you have no idea about yet, okay? So I feel like you are currently going through this, or you will go through this, and you are going to feel in your power again. The only advice is you have to let this die. With the two with the two Death cards and the two Moon cards, you have to let it die. And come back into your power with this High Priestess and with this Strength card. Okay, look at how powerful you are. You don't even need any of this stuff, you know? This Tower moment is or will happen for you. And you have to let it. You have to embrace that. You have to just let it all fall. Let it all crumble away. Because what's going to be left after you do that is you rebuild. You rebuild and you come into your actual true power. Okay? All right. Very, very powerful, group 2. Let's pull out a couple of written words here for you. And then that's it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, Spirit, do we have any messages for group number 2? Any written messages for group 2? Oh, okay, no. For group 2, Spirit? Ay. This was too many. Hold on. Let me just pull up probably one more. Okay. All right, now the two that were meant for you, it's very, very fitting. I love this. Because of how on point Spirit is. Look at this. Fear and illusion. This is literally the Moon card. That's what came up to my mind when I was writing these. You have 3 of them now. That's insane. You have 3 moons. Because, yeah, that is fear and illusion. fear and illusion that is self-imposed by this way of thinking. Okay? And then you have correct lies. That is perfectly fitting with this whole reading. Anything that doesn't fit, anything that is going against your intuition and your strength is lies. Okay? I feel that Spirit wants to really emphasize this message to you because for some of you who are watching, you might be a little bit hesitant. Some of you are, going to feel a little bit stubborn towards this. It is just fear, okay? It is a sense of wanting to control for things as well. So you're going to have to do a lot of surrendering, all right? But correct lies. Find the areas, not logically, but emotionally. Tap into that feeling of what doesn't fit, what doesn't feel right, what is going against my intuition and making me not feel like myself. It's kind of like when you're driving and you're starting to, veer off of the correct road. You have to be able to get back and know your direction again, okay? And that's what Spirit is saying. So correct the lies, correct anything that is imbalanced, anything that doesn't fit, and balance will be restored and clarity will be restored for you. And if you're able to do that, then you're going to have that wish fulfillment. You're going to have that hope and that wish come into your life again. And it won't feel like this dark energy anymore. It's going to feel bright. It's going to feel beautiful. And it'll be the actual match for you rather than just that feeling of it or like that hope for it and then getting all of this pain because of it, okay? Wow, another powerful reading, okay? So group 2, that is everything I have for you. If this didn't resonate, maybe try a different group, but that's what I have. That's what Spirit has for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please comment, let me know what's going on with you and your situation. But yeah, so group 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this helped, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the chakra pendant. So we're going to take a look at some of the things you've been struggling with right now, some challenges, wounds, anything that needs healing. Okay, so we're going to take a look, get some guidance, advice from Spirit for group number 3. Okay, so group number 3, Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages. For group 3, please. For group number 3. one more time. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at what needs the healing. So Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for what needs healing. What does group 3, what needs healing for group 3? Group 3, what needs healing for group 3? What needs healing for group 3? You haven't been resting enough. You've been really fighting for something. Let's see what that's all about. I'm right there with you. I'm super sleepy, but here we are. Some of you have been dealing with some heartache, some heartbreak. Others of you have been really working hard at something with work or a project. Something that's really been taking your focus and really taking a lot of your energy. Spirit, what does group 3 need healing? What needs healing for group 3? What needs healing? What are they struggling with right now? What is group 3 struggling with? Okay. Alrighty. So some of you, those of you who are resonating with something about work, you've been really holding tightly to your monies, okay, right now, and that's been causing a lot of stress. Let's take a look at what else is going on here. Okay, so we have the King of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Death card, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Okay. Some of you have been feeling unable to expand in either your career, your finances, your skill level, that kind of a thing. You've been feeling unable to expand and unable to take that next step. And with the Death card, unable to have that energy of transformation, right? Yeah, so we have the 3 strong pentacle energies here. You've been wanting a new start with something, with a new project, with a new career, with a new, sort of like a new opportunity with money. And it hasn't quite happened, okay? You've been feeling very stuck because of this Death card coming up and not being able to move on to that next step. I'm not, the way that the 3 of Swords came up, it wasn't a very strong energy as it came up. But for some of you, it does have to do with that, but I feel that most of you are kind of focused on more material things at this time. Some of you might be struggling with like not being able to advance in regards to being a leader with this King of Wands. Some of you have wanted to move up, like move up in the chain, or like expand in that way, and you haven't been able to. You've been working. Oh my God. Yeah, remember I said the first thing I said was that you haven't been resting enough, I think is what I said. You have the 2 8s here. So you've been really working. Oh, I'm sorry. You have the 2 7s. You have the 2 7s here, and then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, you've been really working hard on building that stability, but something isn't matching up. I wonder, let's find out, okay? Let's find out what's not matching up for you, and that could be causing the problem, right? Okay. Let's pull out a couple more cards from here, and then we'll get another deck as well. Okay, so Spirit, what else? Let's see, what else for group number 3? What else? What needs healing? What's the struggle? What is the struggle? What needs healing? Excuse me, for group 3. What is the struggle? What needs healing? For group 3, please. Okay. All right, so you have the Hierophant card. Oh my God, that is a mess. Hold on. All right, so I feel like for some of you, with that Heartbreak card, this is only for some of you though, okay? Because it wasn't a very strong, abundant energy here. So we have the Three of Swords and we have the Hierophant. So I feel that for some of you, you've been very focused and having your focus taken away because of that connection. It was most likely a very strong connection. This might not even be, that's why the energy is a little bit faded here. Some of you, it might not be that you're overcoming that. It might be that you're wishing for that and longing for that, and it's not happening. And that's what's causing the heartache, okay? But for some of you, it might be that you still have that in your mind, whether it was from the past or something that you're pining for, okay? So it's interesting. All right. Okay, so anything else, Spirit, for group 3? Anything else for group 3, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, moving on with the Six of Swords. So moving on from something painful, okay? All right. Again, I think that it could mean both. It very well could mean both. That for some of you, if you are still struggling with that past connection, and for the other part of you, the other percentage of you, that you're unable to move on from the thought of it, okay? There's a lot of this balance of the material world and that emotional world in regards to that, the thing with the connection. So yeah, we're talking about, this is like the area of love and relationships, and then the area of money and career and you know, your place in the world in regards to the jobs and stuff like that, okay? So let's pull out some more from a different deck here. Okay, so for group 3, so Spirit, please provide us with messages of healing for group 3. Messages of healing for group 3. Okay, so Spirit, what is the advice for group 3? What needs healing? What needs healing? Okay. What needs healing for group 3? Group 3, what needs healing? What needs healing? Okay. I definitely sense sort of a mismatch of energies. I sense a lack of flow. It could be because of that energy of holding on to something too tightly, clinging for something, trying to control for situations. I feel that it's kind of creating this lack of flow and balance in your life, this lack of fluidity. Okay. And it's also preventing you from reaching that next stage of your growth with that Death card there. It's preventing you from expansion. I feel that for a lot of you, you're actually trying to expand in the wrong area of your life. Okay. What I mean by that is that some of you are holding on to an expectation of something. And if you're trying to fight for something, but it's already a false idea and it doesn't fit with your true self, you're kind of only veering further and further away from your true path, okay? So you might want to take a look at that before you do anything else, all right? So let's take a look at all these cards that popped up for you. We have the High Priestess, and we have another Hierophant card. So a lot of you are thinking about long-term relationships, committed relationships, marriage, stuff like that. We have the Hermit card. You have 3 major arcanas in a row. You also have some over here. You have another King of Wands, okay? You have a 6 of Cups. You have a Knight of Swords. And you have the Moon, okay? You have the Moon and the High Priestess at either end. Yeah, you've been blocking yourself with the expectations of everything. you've been blocking your own sense of flow and your intuition and the spiritual knowing by trying to force for things. Okay? And anytime that we try to force things, it is because we're trying, you know, it's out of fear. All right? A lot of you are afraid that you're not going to have that long-term relationship. So for those of you who haven't been in one, you're really, really anxious about not being in one in your life. And for those of you who have been, you might be clinging to that past idea. Okay? In either case, this is creating an imbalance because it's the opposite of surrender. It's forcing our control. And we as human beings, we don't have a fraction of the sight that the divine has. They're the ones that are looking out for us, and they're trying to steer us in the right direction. But all we keep doing is we keep like swatting them away like flies. You know, we're fighting it. Okay? I feel that for some of you, there is this energy. This is an interesting energy right here. This Six of Cups. There's something having to do with your childhood. This could be a childhood dream, a childhood friend, the innocence of childhood and thinking back on it. I'll pull out a clarifier for that. But that's an interesting energy. Some of you, it might actually have to do with forgiveness. It might have to do with forgiving something from the past. Okay? Maybe reconnecting with something from the past. It could be. All right. Yeah, let's pull out a third deck just in case. Okay. Spirit, can you tell us the Six of Cups? Why is the Six of Cups here? The Six of Cups, please. Six of Cups. All right. We have a lot. We have another King of Wands. That's the third King of Wands that's come up in a row. That's crazy. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the we have another Six of Swords. Okay, so and we have a King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Wands, the fact that it's come up 3 times, and you have 2 Six of Swords. So for some of you, this could be the energy that you're really, really struggling to let go of. Remember, I said something about childhood. It might not necessarily be literally childhood, but something from your past that gave you that sense of joy. Okay? I feel for a lot of you that this is what you're struggling to move past. So it could be an energy of a person. It could be the idea. So something having to do with a lot of passion and chemistry and just like this fiery, passionate energy that a lot of you are having trouble moving on from, or you just find yourself longing for and pining for and thinking about. I mean, some of you, it could have been, you know, like literally a childhood friend that you thought you were going to marry. This is, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a ridiculously strong energy. You have all 3 of them. I mean, that rarely happens. One time that happened where a reading of mine got all 3 Hierophants, which was really cool. See? I think that that's amazing. And yet, something in me is not having the urge to say that is an actual person. Some of you it can be, yes. But I feel like there might be something more to it. Spirit, why is let me pull out the white deck. Why is this the King of Wands? Why is the King of Wands here? The King of Wands. All right. Okay. So you have the 5 of Wands, you have the Star, you have the 8 of Swords, you have the 6 of Wands, and you have the King of Swords. Okay. I do feel that this was something from the past with the Star card here. I feel that this is something that made you feel trapped, and there's a lot of conflict. This is a really interesting mix here. Very interesting mix of energies here. I feel that the King of Wands energy was preventing you from accomplishing some kind of a dream or wish. I didn't get a sense of love from the King of Wands. So this might, for some of you, maybe that's what it was, like I said before, but I'm getting this strange feeling. Ooh. I feel like the King of Wands was either an energy, yes, of a person, or an energy of a situation that prevented you from a sense of happiness and fulfillment. Like I said, with this energy over here, something of the past having to do with, it could have it to do with needing forgiveness. So I feel that there was a lot of conflict in regards to whatever was happening there, and it was preventing you from your success. It was keeping you feeling trapped. I feel that, so the King of Swords did pop up, right? There's a chance that you were lied to. Okay. Again, whatever resonates for you in regards to why that King of Wands popped up 3 different times. Okay. Let's look up additional advice with this last deck over here. So Spirit, what is the, what else? What else is the advice for group 3? Group 3. Okay, so a lot of stuff came up. Where is the cards? Okay, so you have the Judgment card, you have the Hanged Man. Oh my gosh, that you have the you have the Tower, you have the 10 of Swords, you have the Strength, and you have the Page of Cups. You have, this is really powerful. Look, you have 4 different cards in a row. I know you can't see that, sorry. That have to do with either surrendering, the ending of a cycle, a rebirth, and another like really strong ending of a cycle. Okay, the advice is loud and clear right there. Let go of the past. It's been completely holding you back. I am still unsure as to what happened over here, but I do sense this need for inner forgiveness or outer forgiveness, for letting go, for what was the other one? For just basically letting the cycles end, right? Over here we have this nice little glimpse of the Page of Cups. So I feel that when you're able to do this, right? Because remember, we have the Death card with that endings there. So whenever you're able to do this is when you're going to have a new beginning of something, okay? The particularly with the Tower and with this 10, it's the ending of a cycle, right? The Death card. It's really strange how all of the readings today have all been about that. It's really incredible how it all works out. Because that's the theme of tonight's reading, right? Okay, so you have been really fighting the ending of a cycle. You have, and because the only reason why is because of holding on to the past. You've been stuck in that way of thinking, and it's been preventing you from the end of a painful cycle. It's been keeping you in that same box, and it's been keeping you stuck in that way of thinking. Okay, with the 8 of Swords here, and with the Hanged Man. Okay, so remember, you have the High Priestess, and you have the Hermit. Again, very similar to the other groups, but it's all very valid. Your ability to use your intuition to look inward, to soul search, is what's going to take you out of the stuckness. I know that you have fear. I know that you have that confusion, but you also have strength on your side. That's another card that came up as well in a different reading. You have strength on your side. You have an ability to find calmness in chaos. That is who you are. But that has not shown up in your life, at least at this time, because of everything else and because of holding on to something that happened. I was really not feeling a heavy energy of heartbreak. So for some of you, if it was that, then it's that. But for others of you, it could have been just some painful situation that needs forgiveness, okay? It's weird how it didn't specify what happened, though. It just mentioned that there was a lot of conflict, and it mentioned that King of Wands. So the King of Wands is specifically someone who is like that leader. So whatever it is that was the conflict that had to do with the energy of either a situation having to do with that or a person, okay? I feel that that's the thing that needs the most forgiveness right now, okay? And with this here. With that Six of Cups. Yeah, reconciliation. It doesn't have to be necessarily with a person, but just of reconciliation with the past. Reconciliation and finding peace, okay? So let's just pull out some written messages as a way to close off the reading. Okay, so Spirit, what are the messages for group 3, please? Group 3. Okay, no, it's too much. Hold on. What are the messages for group 3? What are the messages for group 3? Messages for group 3, please. What are the messages for group 3? All right, group 3. So we have... Oh my goodness, that's intense. The first card that came up was chaos. And then power. That is so freaking weird that came up. Because this strength card, what was the exact phrase that I said? Rewind it, but I said something about you have the ability to have that inner calm even in chaos. That is insane that popped up. Oh my God. So just further emphasis. Interesting. This is kind of making me think over here. Remember I said the thing about leader? For some of you, maybe it had to do with you missing out on that ability to lead and be that powerful role. And something happened to prevent you from doing that. Okay? But when I think of chaos, I think of the tower. So there's another end to this, is that through your tower moment and letting all that chaos ensue, peace comes out of that. Peace comes out of the rubble. You know, when all of the bricks fall and all of the dust settles and that newness happens, that's peace. Okay? Incredibly powerful reading, group 3. It definitely wasn't specific, and I feel that even that was for a reason. But yeah, some powerful themes came up for you here. I feel that for group 3, this might be, you know, messages meant for many, many different types of people. So I think that's another reason why it wasn't too specific. But like I said, the themes are here and they're very clear. Okay, so that's the advice from Spirit in regards to your healing. Group number 3. If this didn't resonate with you at all, then definitely just try a different group. But that's everything I have for you. That's what Spirit has for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. Let me know what's going on with you. And check back with me for more of these readings, pick a card readings. Thank you so much, Group 3, for tuning in. And I will see you at the next reading. Bye. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everyone who picked group number 4, which is the titanium or quartz. So we're going to take a look at your energies, what needs healing, what you're struggling with right now. Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group number 4 and what they need to heal, what they're struggling with right now. So this is for group 4. Spirit, please provide us with messages of healing for group 4. Messages of healing for group 4, please. Okay, so Spirit, what needs healing for group 4, please? What needs healing for group 4? Group 4, what do they need healed? What are they struggling with right now? What needs healing? What needs healing, group 4? Those two flipped. Whoa. A lot of you might be really concerned about your material world right now. Okay, so we have the 4 of Cups, we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Okay. So happiness in your material world, okay, family, love, perhaps marriage, but this is the struggle right now. So I feel that this is what's in balance right now. And this is what is leading you to that sense of like turning away, or a sense of like hesitation, a sense of stuckness, right? It's because a lot of emphasis is placed on that and wanting this new beginning so badly, wanting this happiness of the sun, that brightness, but feeling unable to get there. Okay, so that's kind of the situation that we're dealing with right now. Okay, what else? Spirit, anything else for group 4? Anything else for group 4? What needs healing? What needs healing for group 4? Okay, we also have the Star card. Yeah, so this is a very big wish of yours. It's something you've been wishing for a long time. Something that is often on your mind in regards to your sense of hope. For group 4. Group 4, please. Group 4, please. Spirit, group 4. Group 4. Sorry, we have, yeah. This is pretty clear. This is pretty fluid, okay? The thing that makes you happy is that stability, the financial, the family, the harmony, because we have another wish fulfillment card that came up for you, okay? So the reason why this needs healing is because this isn't happening for you right now. It's something that you're really thinking about heavily, but something isn't quite matching up. Okay. You also want not just financial, not just that stability, but you want passion, you know, that Ace of Wands, that passionate energy, having that strong counterpart, that connection, that balance in your life with that counterpart. That's the wish, okay? Because you had the 2, see, the balance here with the scales, the balance here with the 2 and the 2, all right? And this intense happiness that comes from that connection and the happiness that comes from that connection and this wish fulfillment, right? Okay, so let's take a look at let's get a different deck to see if anything else comes up for you. Okay, so Spirit, what else for group number 4? What do they need to heal? Let me just see. Okay, so group 4, what do they need to heal? What is the advice and messages for group 4, please? Group 4, what do they need to heal? What do they need to heal? Group 4. Oh my god, hold on. I don't know if that was... hold on. Alright, so we have another Sun card that came up. You are destined to find this happiness. The Sun is a very powerful, brilliant, radiant energy, right? And you are meant to have that. The fact that it's not in your life right now is really what's upsetting you, is because you know that you're meant to have that in your life, that kind of wish fulfillment. So we also have the Hanged Man, we have the Page of Swords, another Ace of Wands, and another page, which is the Page of Wands, and we have the Page of Swords. Okay. Everything within you wants that new beginning. Everything within you. You want a beginning of passion, of something, of a deeper feeling of happiness. You want that feeling of abundance and stability. Over here with the Hanged Man, it's actually asking you to let go of that. Not because you're not going to have it, but because the more you think about it, the more you fixate on it, the less likely it is to actually find you. So rather than reaching for the stars and chasing the stars that you'll never be able to reach, take a step back and observe and be grateful for their beauty. Because we can't reach the stars tangibly and physically, but we can become one with them and appreciate their beauty, and therefore have that wish right within us. So Spirit is kind of saying that. To look at things in a different perspective, to surrender that control, to surrender that intense wish that you have, that intense want and longing, because there's nothing more torturous than longing. You know, I definitely know what that feels like, and it's, you know, when I was able to let go of it, I felt a complete sense of fulfillment afterwards, and everything that happened as a result of that balance. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. You will have this Sun card. You will have that abundant, beautiful energy. Trust me. Trust Spirit. It is yours. All right? But the focus can't be on it. And I know it's paradoxical. I know it's counterintuitive. But you will have to learn how to let go of it over time. Okay? Spirit, what else? Anything else for group 4? Okay. That's funny. Group 4 and their healing. Group 4 and their healing. Anything else? Group 4 and their healing, please. Group 4 and their healing. Okay. So we have another Page of Wands. We have the Magician. And we have the Five of Swords. Wands, sorry. Okay, so with this Magician card, it's the same thing as over here. You are this powerful energy. You are this manifester. You are this conduit. I think that your reading is so clear in that regard. That you do have the power to manifest this. You do have the power to create this. Right? And all of the, you know, the stuff that's blocking you is trivial. Okay, it's not, and you know it. You know that this is not like conflict to the point where it would threaten your survival, threaten your success, threaten anything. It's not like that. It's just stuff that you have been kind of letting yourself be trapped by, letting yourself be stuck by. But if you just simply have that change of perspective, if you have that new way of looking at things with this Page of Swords, then this energy will correct itself. And we know this because of the 2 Sun cards and the Magician card, okay? So there is nothing to worry about for you, Group 4. I feel that this was so straightforward that there's like, I don't even need to pull out more cards. Let's see if anything comes up. What else? Any other advice? Advice for Group 4? Yeah, your cards were, all of the other groups tonight had like a huge mess of cards, but yours is so simple and sweet, you know. But we do have the Queen of Wands. We had the 2 pages over here. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 10 of Swords. So you're coming to the end of this cycle, and you're going to be in your true power. That is going to help you to get to that sun energy and that wish fulfillment. But again, it's counterintuitive, you know, to stop focusing on it and it will come to be. So you're going to let this end. It's going to cause a lot of pain for you at first. It's going to cause like sleepless nights, worry, anxiety, stress. But eventually it'll come to this ending. Because you let it. Because you're going to let it come to that ending. And when you come into your full power with this Magician and the Queen of Wands here, you're not even going to consider any of this other stuff. It won't be a thing that's on your mind. And you can make this happen. You have that power to be this Hanged Man energy. You have that power to surrender. You have that power to let go. I think it's just that it didn't really even occur to you to do this because you've been distracted. You've been wishing and longing. But now that you're kind of getting that idea and that heads up from Spirit, I feel like you'll succeed at this. That's what I'm getting. You'll succeed, okay? So let's just get some written messages for you to close the reading. Okay, so Spirit, what are the messages for Group 4? What on earth? Hold on. Messages for Group 4. Group 4. Messages for Group 4. All right. Sorry, this is just too much. Okay, so we have a couple over here. There's a good amount here. So we have the Harmony card. Remember, with that 4 of Wands, that's Harmony as well. We have Release. We have, that's funny, Ending. And it's safe. So this links up perfectly, okay? So that's so weird. All of the readings have been so on point. I said you are going to let it go. You are going to let this end, okay? This is you. You're going to be able to release this. You're going to be able to come to this ending because you know that it's safe, and because of it, you're going to have your harmony. What a beautiful way to end this reading, okay? So Group 4, you guys really had the cleanest, most fluid type of energy. I feel like you're very sure of who you are. I feel like you're very sure of your abilities, your talents, your skills, your power. This was not a very cluttered, messy reading, which is really what I got from all of the other readings. But for you, it's so straightforward. It's so to the point, you know. You will have that sun energy. You are the magician. You are the queen of wands. Okay, and the rewards are going to be great. The rewards will be that harmony that we got twice with that family kind of dynamic as well, and the wish fulfillment. So you are going to have your wish fulfilled, group 4. Okay, that's so beautiful. All right, so group 4, that's everything that I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If it didn't at all, you know, feel free to choose another group. But that's the messages I have for you. That's what Spirit has for you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments what's going on with you. But other than that, that's all I have. I hope it helped, like I said. And check back with me for more pick-a-card readings. And thank you so much for tuning in, group number 4. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye.